Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Long time no see. I haven't uploaded in a while, but hopefully we can get into some active patterns where I can start uploading again as of today. Today into tomorrow, which is Monday, and into early parts of Tuesday, we'll be dealing with the severe weather threat in parts of central United States and eastern United States. West won't really get anything out of this. Now, this pink color that stretches anywhere from western Indiana, southern Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, eastern parts of Oklahoma, mostly southeastern parts of Oklahoma, a couple counties of northeastern Texas, and back into Mississippi and Tennessee. That is your severe thunderstorm watch. In the dark red, you have a couple counties in Arkansas and Illinois, and one county in Albany that you have a flash flood warning going on as we speak. In the dark orange over here in central Texas, that's a heat advisory. But in the lighter orange, this is a severe thunderstorm warning that is ongoing in western Mississippi, central Arkansas, southeastern parts of Oklahoma, and I believe there might be another one scattered around somewhere, but you get the gist of it. That's your severe thunderstorm warning. Now, in the west, you can see there's nothing really going on besides in Idaho, which you have a flood watch. In northern Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota, you have a couple flood warnings going on. And the southeast here, you also have a couple advisories ongoing as well. But predominantly in the northeast, it's clear. There is a couple thunderstorms going on right now, as you will see in a moment when I pull up the radar. But there is nothing too severe. There's a couple gusty winds, maybe a little bit of small hail, but that's pretty much it. This is your current radar as of 6:20 p.m. Eastern Time, and as I was just talking about, this is your heavier thunderstorms that we're going on right now. It's not necessarily severe at the moment. Now this, for the people who are just starting weather, on your right here, let me just move this out of the way. This is what you look at for when you're on the radar. Light rain is the light green, as you can see, and heavy, I haven't really seen this much, but dark purple, not dark pink, dark purple is your heavy rain. I haven't really seen that too much, but if you get that, that's where your chaotic flooding comes and absolutely destroys things. But thankfully, as right now, we do not have any of that. It's more of orange and some specks of red. You can see up from, I would say, Washington all the way up to north of Montreal, back towards Quebec. You have your heavier thunderstorms going on that was stretching throughout the day, and you can see temperatures aren't necessarily too hot. They're in the low 80s, high 70s here, and as you get closer to the coast, your temperatures cool off. If we go towards Chicago, believe they wrapped up their Yankees Chicago game a couple hours ago, so no need to worry about that. You also have some heavy rain showers or thunderstorms as you get closer to Indiana, Illinois. This is where also you had your flash flood warnings going on. As you get more south towards the warmer temperatures, as you can see, almost 110 degrees in Texas and 90s and 80s widespread, you have your severe weather threat as the cold air is clashing with the warm front, and that's where your big storms form. As of right now, your severe weather is again in central Arkansas, southeastern parts of Oklahoma, and western parts of Tennessee, going into Mississippi, Alabama, and Kentucky. These temperatures in Texas, as before, as shown by National Weather Service, you had a heat advisory. Now, I'm not too good when it comes to Texas temperatures and heat, but I do believe this is a little bit above normal. Don't quote me on that. I could be dead wrong on that, but it just seems it's a little bit too warm to be 110 degrees for it being mid-May, in my opinion. But I could be dead wrong with that. Now, if we go into the northwest, you can see you have this pocket of heavier rain showers and thunderstorms as you get closer to the Canada and U.S. border, not Connecticut. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep saying Connecticut when I say Canada, but back by Victoria, you have your heavier thunderstorms, and by Seattle, it is in the low to mid 50s. As you can see, the higher elevation, the extreme highest elevation, you have some specks of blue, which is some snow. It is definitely not accumulating, but it's nice to see that the mountains are still getting a little bit of something, and that's pretty much it. The rest of the Midwest, besides Illinois and southern Wisconsin and Iowa and parts of Michigan, you are pretty much clear with specks of showers, low 70s, mid 60s. The Southwest is, of course, dead dry and extremely hot, especially the closer you get to the Mexican-U.S. border. California spans from 50s to 90s, 105 even. And in the southeast, you have your typical pop-up thunderstorms in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, and in some parts of the Carolinas. Now this is the SPC Outlook here. Shows the threat of severe thunderstorms throughout day one, which is today. You can see what we were just showing before. This is your sweet spot for today. Tomorrow, it goes into the northeast. And into Tuesday, you also have another threat of severe thunderstorms, which stretches into the central part of the U.S. Now let's take a close look up to day one today. As you can see, day one into central and northern parts of Arkansas, eastern parts of Oklahoma, southeastern parts of Nebraska, which I think by now is pretty much over in these regions. I would say you're good to go. Southern Illinois, Indiana, and into parts of the east, which is in a slight risk. Throughout today, tornadoes. Thankfully, it's a low risk of 5% and in the green 2%. I would still watch out, of course, for tornadoes. Don't get caught off guard. Hail today. You have a 30% chance of hail in the red, yellow 15, and into the green, which is 5. This almost netting area is your best chance for hail, hence why your risk is so high up. And the wind, also same story. Wherever you have your severe threat is also your highest in the red. Netting, same thing, that's your highest chance in those areas. Yellow 15%, green 5%. Now tomorrow, Monday, as you can see here, it stretches into the east. Majority of it's going to be in the northeast here. This orange that stretches all the way down from northern Virginia up into northern parts of New York is in your enhanced risk for Monday. If we go into the tornado threat, as you can see, we have a more widespread 5% chance that stretches all the way from western New Jersey into central PA, all the way down into northern Virginia and northern New York. 5% chance. And your 2% chance stretches anywhere from central central North Carolina into all the way, I'm guessing, into Canada. Your hail threat, same thing. If you're in, I would say, let's go back to the categories. If you're in a slight risk, you're pretty much also in the slight risk for hail, 15%, and in the 5% is in the green. Wind, this is pretty much almost identical to the severe map, but a little bit different. Once again, 5% green, 15% yellow, and 30% red. And now for day 3, Tuesday, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri. You can see here, that's where your biggest threat is for, as of right now, 3 days. Slight risk, which is a pretty good risk for being 3 days out. And 4 days out, you have nothing. 5, 15, 6. A pretty big widespread threat for being for 6 days. So I would keep a look out for that for Friday. And 7 and 8, you do not have anything, I'm guessing. Yes. Okay. Now on to Weather Bell here. Thank you. If anybody wants to use this site. It's weatherbell.com. They have great models for you to use. And yeah, they do a great job with these models. They have all these models that you can look from: short-term forecast, global ensembles, long-range and other forecasts, tropical forecasts, real-time analysis, and climate and real analysis. If you ever need a site, I do suggest Weatherbell. Now we are on the NAM 3K. This is your time in the top left and your day and date. This is 2 p.m. so I'll move it up to what it should be roughly right about now. You can see it's doing a pretty good job with Arkansas and everywhere else. I think it's doing a pretty good job. And as we expand throughout the day, your showers start to weaken as you lose the sunlight heating. Same thing over here. Back towards, again, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. You still have a couple hours, not a couple hours, maybe an hour or two of daylight left, so you get an extra boost. And then eventually that falls apart. And you can see here, this is what's coming through tomorrow, Monday. This is going to form a line of thunderstorms. It's almost going to form like a bow, almost like a bow angle going that way. And once you see bow angles like that, that usually means strong gusty winds. You'll see what I mean in a moment. This is 2 a.m. Monday, and as you start to get that daylight heating, your storms start to explode as it gets towards the coast. And you can see what I mean. This is your arc. I would say definitely your wind threat more up here than down here, just because of how more intense the arc bend is. You have some more scattered thunderstorms throughout Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Delaware, Maryland, and all the way up to Canada, as you can see here. And let me just clean that up for you. This is 6 p.m. Monday, so right about around rush hour, and by 9 p.m. Monday, the storms are starting to weaken. You lose your daylight heating. Boston gets into some storms. They're long gone at the severe rate, so it's probably just gonna be heavy rain, maybe a few rumbles of thunder, and your storms move off the coast of the Carolinas around 2, 3 in the morning. Now for Tuesday, I'm not sure if this goes out far enough, but you could see, let me just move this out towards, let's see here, maybe south central. Yeah, there we go. You could see your threat start to form right at the very end. You can see you got some. Oh, this is Tuesday into Wednesday, so I get what they're saying. Okay. So late night Tuesday into Wednesday is when you get your threat in this region. You can see your stronger thunderstorms are going to be probably just starting to form around 1, 2 in the morning. So you will definitely see lightning flashes at that hour if you do get into that range of storms. I want to thank you all for watching today. I hope you enjoyed and stay safe.